Hola, travel agents, and welcome back to Travel Agent Tips. Today we are going to cover one of the most popular destinations, Mexico, right? One of our most popular travel destinations. We're going to focus on understanding the different areas of Mexico, concentrating on the Gulf side of Mexico, not the Pacific side of Mexico today, and helping you get a better understanding of this destination as a whole. Before we get into that, I do want to say that all-inclusive resorts are very popular in Mexico. And we made a great video all about all-inclusive resorts. If you haven't seen it, be sure to watch it. First, let's break down all the different regions of Mexico, starting from north to south. So we start with Cancun, right? The closest resort area to the airport. 15 to 20 minutes away. All those high rises, it's our hotel zone. These are where your best beaches are. I know that people say there's other beaches in Mexico that are fantastic. I personally think the best beaches, because they're protected, are right there in Cancun along the hotel zone. That white, soft, sandy beach with that crystal blue water. You can see it from the airplane. You can see it from your high-rise room. Try to always book an ocean view room for your clients because they'll appreciate that. We also have areas to hang out in Cancun, right? There's evening areas and nighttime areas to go to. You're really going to enjoy that for the adults who want to get out. Then there's Costa Mujeres, sometimes referred to as Playa Mujeres. This is just north of Cancun by about 15 or 20 minutes. It's become the latest, greatest popular destination closest to Cancun without being in the high-rise zone. It's a new kind of gated community area that's set aside for our family-friendly resorts. You'll see this when you're searching Cancun, but it'll come up as the Costa Mujeres or Playa Mujeres area. Be sure you're explaining to your customers that it's a little bit further away from the Cancun airport, but you're heading up north, not too far, about 15, 20 minutes. And it's really built up, and there's fabulous brand new all-inclusive resorts there. And again, the beach is very nice there. It's that typical kind of East Coast US beach where you're going over the hump, with the natural grass area, and then you're getting to the beach. So some of them have bridges that go to the beach as well. But I love that Costa Mujeres, Playa Mujeres area. It's fantastic for family-friendly resorts. Then there's the Mayan Riviera, right? Riviera Maya. I know people get confused about that. Sometimes we call that Playa del Carmen, but it's the whole Mayan Riviera. It's just that one strip of resorts that go from Cancun all the way down to Tulum. That's about almost a 2-hour drive. And just think about all those resorts that you're passing that are on the beach. You can't really see them from the road because they're set off of the road, but they all have fantastic beach areas as you're going down that strip. Mostly low-rise, 3 or 4 stories. You've got resort, a little bit of a jungle area, then you've got resort, all on the beaches. Absolutely spectacular. There's family-friendly resorts, there's adult-only resorts. There's a lot of excursions that are available either north of there, south of there, or directly in Playa del Carmen. Puerto Morelos is at the northern end of Riviera Maya, one of my favorite areas. Newer resorts are there. I just love the idea of just going off resort if you feel like it, heading into town, having some margaritas and quesadillas. Very safe, family-friendly area. Then head back to the resort for dinner or head to the beach. And that's only 20 to 30 minutes away from the airport heading south. Now, as we're heading south from Puerto Morelos, the next big town is Playa del Carmen. An awesome area right in the middle of the Mayan Riviera between Puerto Morelos and Tulum. It's just got great resorts in that area. It's family friendly, and it's a great place to go shopping on 5th Avenue. Sometimes when I'm there on a Sunday, I'll just walk from my resort right to the little Catholic church at the end of the street and enjoy a nice service there. But you'll feel great on 5th Avenue anytime that you're in the Playa del Carmen area. There's also great places to hang out, great restaurants to go to. This is about 45 minutes from the airport, keeping in mind now that there's a new bridge there, there's new highways there, so getting through and to Playa del Carmen is very easy now. Then as we're heading a little bit further south, now we get into Acamel, right? It's just that area between Playa del Carmen and Tulum. Fabulous area, lots of great resorts there, and amazing beaches. That, of course, is where we're going to see the sea turtles, right? So that's where they have these natural habitats for sea turtles. Just a great place to be. Bring the family. And again, we're getting a little bit further away from the airport, so you want to consider and think about how many nights you're going to want to put your customers there, because if it's a little further away, you might not consider that area for a 3 or 4 night destination. Maybe it's 4 to 7 nights that you'd put them there. And then the all too famous Tulum, right? Everyone's so gung-ho on Tulum. It's just been a great place to go to. That's the furthest south of the Mayan Riviera. Now they have an airport that's opening up there, so you might want to check flights into that new airport for your customers, but Cancun will always remain the traditional international airport that's available for your customers. Right now, in downtown Tulum, there aren't really all-inclusive resorts. They're still considered in the Mayan Riviera just north of Tulum or south of Tulum, but still a lot of great options for your customers. Now we've covered the eastern coast from Cancun all the way down to Tulum, which we call the Mayan Riviera. Let's talk about the 2 islands that are there. Very popular destinations. One is Cozumel and the other one is Isla Mujeres. Cozumel is very accessible via a ferry right from Playa del Carmen. It's just about an hour. Make sure your customers have taken their Dramamine or something because those waters tend to be a little rough, but it's certainly a great destination, especially for a day trip. And then there's also all-inclusive resorts there and EP non-all-inclusive resorts that are there. That is an awesome destination for diving and snorkeling. Then, of course, Isla Mujeres, a little bit more romantic, off the northern coast of Cancun. It's, again, about an hour ferry ride, a little bit easier. It's not as rough up there in those waters, but it's certainly a quaint, cool little island. You get around by golf carts, right? There's really no cars there, and there's just a couple of nice all-inclusive or family-friendly resorts that are there as well. So we've covered the regions of that portion of Mexico for those all-inclusive resorts or those destinations. Now let's talk about when we should be traveling to Mexico. Honestly, Mexico is a year-round destination, right? Obviously for us who are in the north or northeast, we want to get away during January and February. Some people from the south or the Midwest want to get away June, July, and August. But really, Mexico is a great all-year destination. So you're going to say, oh my gosh, what about hurricane season? Hurricane season runs from June 1st till the end of November, right? So we've got to take into consideration that the peak time is really that early September time. So you might want to consider speaking to your customers or your clients about that time and always be transparent about that. But honestly, Mexico is a great year-round destination. And of course, there's always that issue of sargassum. So that's the idea of that seaweed that's coming up to the beaches. Our resorts are doing an awesome job of making sure to remove that every single day, but be transparent with your clients that now is a year-round issue and take into consideration where some of those are, right? Typically in that Riviera Maya region, not typically in Cancun or Costa Mujeres, Playa Mujeres, but sometimes it's definitely heavy along that Mayan Riviera region because of the flow of the water. Cruising is another popular way to experience Mexico. Highly recommended. We call those Western Caribbean cruises. The popular ports are Costa Maya and Cozumel. So there's some beaches on the other side of Cozumel that I love to go to when I'm on a cruise. Very private, very cool. Check out Coconuts if you're ever there. It's kind of a cool place. And please let us know if you want to learn more about cruising to Mexico. So how can we add value and enhance our clients' experience in Mexico and earn a few extra dollars on the side? Private transfers, right? I love that idea of upgrading those shared transfers to private transfers. It's very easy to do in our booking engines. Plus, it gives that customer that extra feeling of, wow, good value from my travel agent. Of course, always consider travel protection. No matter where our customers are going, always critical to add travel protection to every single booking you're doing. And then we have excursions. Oh my gosh, so many excursions are down there. We've got snorkeling in Cozumel. We've got whale sharks that you can snorkel with. We've got Rio Secreto, Xcaret Parks. If you haven't been to Xcaret or sent your clients there, it's an absolute must. I'm going there again this year, so I'm excited to see it. We've got the cenotes, those underwater swimming caves that we can go into. And then, of course, the all too popular Mayan ruins, right? We've got Chichen Itza, Tulum, Coba, Siancán, and El Balam. So make sure that you're offering these to your customers. Send them to them in their itinerary. You're adding value, you're adding to the experience, and again, you're enhancing your commission. Again, thank you so much for watching. Today, we focused on that eastern side of Mexico. If you want to learn more about the western side or the Baja side on the Pacific side, please comment below. And don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel.